Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready up!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he pulls over it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Levis to throw off play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Inside handoff, Henry. Running right through it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Levis, who's going to audible to something else. 2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 18. And the Titans first down.
Levis now off of play action.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Levis throwing again on second down. This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
On third down, Henry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
No gain on the play.
They do go for it. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
Brought down at the 20. Second and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here now, third and a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
Now a toss coming right side. Spears. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to To keep that up, when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. Mark Andrews.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 84 yards.
And the Ravens are once again back in front.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
3rd and 2, here's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 64 yards.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This is caught at the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jaleel Johnson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for him, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens have yet again retaken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game.
16. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On first down, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And this is into the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Titans.
Here's Jackson to throw.
It's Edwards again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
From 3 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That one's taken in by Spears.
Touchdown, Titans!
Tajay Spears.
64 yards.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect for your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you, but if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Tannehill throwing again. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown!
Chigakakro
From 3 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Nick Folk for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Okay, they run for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for this. Well, he's free going down the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
First down, Ravens.
A give for Edwards running right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say that 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action, it's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Partner.